From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert Stacia Knight.
We have great weather for weekend events and also, of course, ongoing Tulsa State Fair. This year it's been a warm stretch of fair weather, but at least it's been quiet, not impacted for rain or for storms. And so that's been good for fair goers. Not so good for our drought conditions as it does worsen across the area. Now we're seeing more of east central Oklahoma getting abnormally dry. And then the next step is going to be a drought. We have had a few spots where drought conditions obviously are getting worse. 75 degrees tonight. Temperatures, though, not bad overnight. We're a southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Dew points are in the low 60s. At the State Fair coming up tomorrow morning, really it's closing down here by 11 o'clock, but tomorrow morning we're in the 60s. Tomorrow afternoon it's back up to 90 and then upper 80s this weekend. So we keep it very hot for October for the final days of the fair. One of the differences this weekend will actually be the wind speed. You'll notice it's a bit more breezy. We'll have some wind gusts to about 20 miles per hour. Moving the air around does help on hot summer-like days, so that'll be good. But again, more of a breeze coming up this weekend. Tonight in Veneta, you're out down to 69, 71 in Pawnee, 73 in Muskogee today. You hit 90 degrees earlier today, and then 71 right now in Tahlequah. So our lows for tomorrow morning are mid to upper 60s. There could be a few pockets of fog that develop later tonight. Not many, but just a few. Then tomorrow afternoon, it's upper 80s to near 90 again. Winds are out of the southeast at probably 7 to 12 miles per hour. It's not an overly windy day. But again, the winds do pick up this weekend. Speaking of this weekend and getting into our Friday night football games, 4 games, kickoff temperatures are going to be this week mid to low to mid 80s. That's to start the games, especially around Tulsa. We're looking at about 84. And then as the games go on, you'll drop into the 70s. It'll be a little cooler for kickoff in our far eastern counties, but dry, light southeast winds, clear skies, and warm temperatures again this week for Friday night games. Saturday afternoon, it's mid to upper 80s. We keep that south wind, but we increase it a little bit. We'll have a chance at a few isolated showers out in central Oklahoma. Into Sunday, rain chances are mostly up to the north in Kansas as a cool front is slowly sinking south. That cool front will come into our area on Tuesday, but on Sunday it's still up to the north with rain and storm chances. Very warm here in Oklahoma. Will be again in the 80s and low 90s for Sunday. Now, if you're headed over to OU for Norman and kickoff 3 o'clock football game here, we're looking at upper 80s through the entire game. By the fourth quarter, dropping down to about 86, but that'll be probably some of the coolest temperatures of the game by the fourth quarter. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water headed to games. Friday planner, here we go. Tomorrow morning, 67 out the door at 6 a.m. And then by noon, we're up to 85. Hot afternoon, almost 90 by 3 o'clock when kiddos are headed home. Our 9-day forecast looks like this. There are some changes to the middle of next week. So after we get through a hot weekend, we're hot for Monday and into Tuesday. Tuesday is the day the cool front comes through. Our best chance of rain next week will actually be Tuesday night into early Wednesday, and then seasonable temperatures settle in for a few days. That'll be Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, where we'll be in the upper 70s and low 80s. So that'll be, again, more seasonable. We should be in the upper 70s now, but today it was upper 80s. And we may have a slight chance of a few showers on Monday in our far eastern counties, but I would say that higher chance at getting some rain, which we needed.
We desperately
would
need
be
it.
More Tuesday into Wednesday behind the front.
Okay, fingers crossed. Thank you, Stacia.